isn't bad, he's not.
Level 5! Level 5!
Mean something!
Alright, welcome back. Let's kick in as the Fists of Bremen arrive at the doorstep of the Ramshackle Inn. Zane
Totally
having just...
not haunted Ramshackle Inn.
Zane previously just catching something out of the corner of his eye.
Hey, Zane. Just want to make sure. Have you got a thing that you can like detect evil or anything like that? I don't have that spell prepared at the moment.
I mean, I've got my divine sense, and it's not really a spell. It's just a.
What is there to detect?
I mean, any badness that
It
might
takes
be
more celestial, feigned, and undead, but I mean, do you think that stuff's going to be around here?
Well, I mean, the original owner of this place
If it makes you peace of mind,
killed themselves.
I'll do it for you.
Yeah, they're dead. There's nothing to worry about. They're dead now.
As soon as we, I guess, walk into the joint, I'm just going to use my divine sense.
Okay. Just quickly aside, Jorgen, I managed to get that card allocated to you, so you can now see what that does. As you approach this ramshackle, a sign above the old building reads ramshackle. It's kind of hanging from one screw, sitting loose. The door is not locked, and as you open it, inside you see a few tables and chairs have been pushed to the side of the room to make way for piles of roughly cut wood just stacked high. Beyond that, a hallway leads down, not too far, but you can see a couple of doorways hanging off there. Your detect magic, is that what we're doing? No, that's Tolman.
No, I did a detect magic after the danger sense, so after the
I did divine sense.
divine.
Okay, divine sense. You can detect good and evil. Nothing pops up on your radar.
Detect fun to me, it's Mr. Sly.
Tolman, you can get like the feeling of something sort of underground where you are, right where you kind of are, but just under.
Is the ground like stone or wood or
what you're on right now is just solid floorboards. A couple of old ripped up rugs sort of underneath the pushed aside tables and chairs, but yeah, that's it.
I pull out. I just take my shield and bash it into ground, try and break one of the floorboards.
I got you.
Yeah, as you take your shield and you smash it into the ground, loud echo rings out, boom. But apart from cracking a floorboard or two, nothing seems to give way.
Jorgen, get over here and give me a hand. Trying to move this out of the way.
I should clarify your sense of this magic. It's not necessarily directly under where you are. It's more like not here, but across a little bit. Like it's not directly, it's somewhere and then down.
But would it be like a basement feeling? Is that what I'm...
Make an insight check.
I mean,
I make an insight check.
Is there a fireplace?
There is a fireplace, yes.
I mean,
Boom!
the
Bonfire.
Draco throws a bunch of wood in there and then
Get some insight.
the clicks to make it seem like he did it.
All right, I'll type it to try and if that works out for
The
you.
9.
I'll
Okay.
head upstairs and try to start looking for some mattresses.
There's no upstairs in this.
Oh, there's no. Oh, I'll look for mattresses to drag around the fire.
Okay, with your 9 insight, I mean, it's probably below this building, but
All right. Well,
probably a basement.
I'm going to go searching while everyone else is looking around. I'm going to go searching for a basement with my giant perception. Perception, go searching all different rooms.
All right, with your so you and Sly basically go off. Sly's going in each of the rooms off the hallway, looking at each time you open a room. There's like an old guest bed there.
Yeah, I'll grab the mattress and drag him out for everyone to sleep on.
Okay, so going down the hallway, you see 4 different doors. You find old mattresses in the first couple. One of them you open up, and it's just this stairway leading down.
Oh. I found stairs, if that is of interest to anybody in the party.
Absolutely. I'll
That's good.
Already on the bed.
Jorgen,
I'm like-
me, Greykov, Zane. We found some stairs downstairs. So we're going to go for a quick squeeze if you want to come for a walk.
I could stretch my legs
I'll get the
Sure,
mattresses.
and my hammer.
Rapid leg on his dog, and he's like, fine.
I'll drag the mattresses out, and then I'll come down and meet everybody else.
Okay. Tali's like, oh, I'll sort out the bedding. It's fine. And she keeps kind of like drag these mattresses around, and Pops starts to give her a hand.
Tally,
Yeah.
hospital corners on the sheets.
I'll,
And a mint on my pillow, please.
She
I'll
looks
cast Flaming Spear and just move it around with us.
flaming spear.
And,
Nice.
just for the light.
Okay. Heading down the stairs. It's fair like stone stairs that lead down, and as your flaming sphere follows you down and gives off its light, you see old furniture and cobwebs sort of piled high everywhere. A dusty, cluttered table stands in the middle of the room. Give me a perception check, please, Tolbin, if you're leading the charge here.
Yeah. I rescind the Flaming Sphere. I'm just going to use my Moon Touch Sword because if I'm taking down cobwebs, I would just have that out because it gives the light that I
Okay.
need.
Awesome.
I'm doing a what? Sorry?
Perception check.
Perception. This is my thing. This is my thing. It's not the worst. 17 perception.
Okay, with your sword light, and as you're kind of slashing around, you see a reflection appear for a second. Right? And as you kind of get close to it and get rid of the cobwebs, you see a mirror. And on that mirror, it says, "Bring me that which I seek, and you shall have the same." It's kind of written as though someone's done it in their finger in the dust. And looking around the room, you see 5 other mirrors, all of different shapes and sizes, some small and on the wall, some like full body mirrors, some somewhere in the middle, kind of scattered all around the room. Every one of them says the same thing: "Bring me that which I seek, and you shall have the same."
Is this one of those things where one mirror tells the truth and the other mirrors tell lies?
This is one of those things that is just simply a note.
Mm-hmm.
As I kind of read it, I'll say it out loud to the group, like, "Give me that which I seek, and you shall have the same."
Say it 3 times into the mirror.
B is. Does that mean anything to you?
I can
You
roll
intellect.
like intelligence check on it. My internet's real fucking slow. Do you want me to roll like an arcana or an intelligence check?
You pick whether you want to just use the brains or use the magic.
Both is good.
What are you trying to do? Try to suss out what it means?
Yeah, and see if it's like a magical thing. I don't know if it is. It could be
I
cursed.
reckon you give us an intelligence check.
All right. Nah. No fucking idea.
Definitely mirror.
I mean, like, some kids like to play pranks, and but, you know, I'm going to be the one standing right in front of them.
Are you standing right in front of it?
Oh,
Can't
fuck.
you do that?
Is anybody standing in front of a mirror?
Tolbin will be standing directly in front of it as he reads the messaging.
Tolbin, as you stand there and kind of suss it out, looking at this mirror, that writing fades away from view, gets dusty again. And staring at it intently, a new message appears on that mirror that says, "I am not a hand, but I can reach out and strike you. I have 5 fingers, but I cannot touch anything until you allow me to.
And we were just seeing Tolman just looking at this mirror.
So, can we have
Tolman,
that
everything
again?
okay?
Now, when I look at mirrors, generally, like, I see myself in them. You guys don't see writing in mirrors normally, do you?
Only if I write something.
This
to
one,
you, or
this
if I
one's
hold up a
changing.
book or
This one
something.
says, I have 5 fingers, but I cannot touch anything until you allow me to. That sounds a lot like a glove. 5 fingers, can't touch anything until I do the touching while I'm wearing a glove. Is that about right?
Who's touching you? What is going on?
Why are you being touched?
I think he's talking about the mirrors telling him a riddle by the sounds of it.
It's very riddly. I'm seeing this. The mirror's got some writing in the dust. It was there, then it changed. It says, "Give me that which I seek, and you shall have the same. I am not a hand, but I can reach out and strike you. I have 5 fingers, but I cannot touch until you allow me to." Sounds like a glove. Let's just spread out and see if we can find any gloves.
Okay. Give me
Anyway?
an investigation check, please.
Or a
Group
gauntlet?
investigation
Is
check.
anyone really investigating?
Great
Well,
call.
if everyone's looking, you
I'm
can
not.
roll with
Mine?
advantage.
Just listening at the
I'm
moment.
intelligent.
Maybe like Greykov, if he's investigating, he could roll with advantage.
If anyone needs it, I'm ready to go with this guidance.
Give me a guidance.
Guidance.
Before Joe.
Oh,
All right,
You can
let's
two
do it.
teachers on the nose and give her
What's
guidance.
face? Give me guidance.
Guidance done.
Ring-a-ging.
That's right.
Nice.
Rummaging around, you end up finding
Nice.
next to like some gardening equipment, basically, an old gardening glove. Pair of them.
Oh, what have you uncovered there, B?
They used to like tilling the fields.
You reckon I put it on, or just do I like hit the mirror with it? What do you?
Maybe like put it in
Maybe-
front so it can see.
All right.
You know.
Tolman kind of wanders up pretty close to the mirror. It's like an old guy trying to work with technology because he's very much nature magic, but like arcane magic is like not his forte. So he's kind of like awkwardly holding it up, jabbing it against the top a little bit, just touching all the buttons on the iPhone, trying to get it to work type thing.
Okay, so
Camera's the wrong way round.
you stand in front of the mirror, holding this glove up in all different directions, and you notice behind you, in the reflection of that mirror, the table is bare, save for a bit of paper and a small box.
Ooh. If I turn around, is the table bare when I look at it in real life?
You turn around and see the table covered in crap.
Can I see the paper in the small box or no?
Make a quick investigation check.
Guidance.
Like mirrors into each other.
So you get a D4 with the
Ooh.
guidance.
17.
You do get that D4 if you want it.
I'll do a D4.
Oh.
Oh God!
Oh, 21.
Looking around, there is no bit of parchment and no little box.
Okay. I'm gonna go near the mirror again and look in the mirror. If I look in the mirror again, can I see the parchment in the box?
You see the parchment on the box, clear as
I'm
day,
gonna,
nothing else on the table.
I'm gonna walk backwards, looking in the mirror still. I'm gonna walk backwards to the box, to the table, and walk behind the table so the table is now between me and the mirror. And I can see the parchment in the box still.
Nope, it is not on the table.
Oh, it's not on the table.
Well, in the reflection, it's on the table. Once you get the table in front of you, you can see it in the reflection of the mirror, but there's nothing on the table.
Okay, so if I get the table right at my ass, can I reach back, looking at the mirror, reach behind me and grab the items off the off the table?
The table is bare.
Table is bare now.
It's like in the reflection, it's there. When you try and reach it, there's nothing there.
If I put the glove on,
Hmm?
if I put the glove on, does it change what happens when I reach back? Can I feel the paper there where I'm wearing the glove?
There's nothing there.
Reach forwards.
Reach for touch the touch the
No
mirror.
other mirrors.
Because I'm really smart, I thought about it all by myself. I'm going to reach forward to the box in the mirror. Like walk up to the mirror and then just like reach right beside me where the thing would be and pluck it.
You try and reach into the mirror?
I just try and reach in the into the front, like where the reflection is.
Yeah.
My hand above it and try and like I'm grabbing this box behind me.
Yep.
And grab it like that.
Yeah, you just grab air, nothing there.
What
Okay.
about putting the glove on and reaching?
Yeah,
What-
I'm gonna do that because I
what
thought
you
of it
doing,
myself
Boulder?
because I'm so smart.
Freaking us out.
Put the glove on and then reach towards the mirror to grab the item off the table.
You put the glove on, reach into towards the mirror, and just hit glass.
Can the mirror be moved?
Yeah. What are you seeing, Tolbin?
Look, there's like I got the glove, and then when I looked in the mirror again, that table behind us has got like a box and parchment on it. And I tried to walk back and grab it, it wasn't there. And then I tried to grab it from the mirror, and it wasn't there. And I tried to do these ones, and it wasn't there. And B, you're heaps smarter than me. What do you reckon?
Can I walk over to the mirror, put my hand on the frame, and cast Identify?
On which mirror? The one that Tolbin's
The-
looking at?
Been looking into,
Yeah.
try and figure out what's going on.
Can I look into the other mirrors whilst that's happening?
Yes.
Yeah. Slide would also go to a mirror and do that as well.
Okay.
Jorgen says he does it too.
Okay.
He's one of the cats.
With your identify, Beatrice,
Jorgen does
You-
it and gets very upset
like
when she's the other cat.
it's a mirror that has been
Yeah.
enchanted by some means, but it hasn't got anything else that you don't get any other insights apart from it's an enchanted mirror.
Yeah.
Zane.
Can you move?
Zane, your
Yes.
comment? What are you doing? You and Sly standing in front of other mirrors.
Yeah, I want to stand in front of the mirror. What do I see?
Okay.
Oh.
Standing in front of another small... Yes, Beatrice.
Greykov is here muttering in my ear as I'm identifying this thing, going, can we just move the mirror over to where the text is on this parchment? So if it's open, we can read the parchment.
I mean, this particular mirror, the one Tolbin's looking at, is a full-length mirror.
Yeah, but there's like 6 of us, yeah?
Yeah, you can. I'll come back to that in a second. Zane, when you look at your mirror, you see a small one on the wall you kind of glance at while Tolbin's trying to reach around in the air. And you see a reflection of yourself with this kind of a devilish little grin on your face. And you see your hand reach up with a piece of paper.
I don't look down at my hands going, what?
You look down at your hands and see a piece of paper attached to your hand.
What the fuck?
On your, as you pick it up, the paper says, only one can possess it, but 2 are bound by it.
Guys? You should read this.
Are you still trying to move the mirror?
I'm just gonna they try and move the mirror. I'm fine.
We're not very
I'm
strong.
looking at another mirror.
Okay. You see a mirror that's a bit like a vanity mirror. It's quite
Physically
wide,
strong.
not top to bottom. And as you see yourself there, Sly, in your reflection, you see 2 things. One, you see yourself, which is not a direct reflection of you, but one, you see a character you don't recognize. That character, again, has this devilish grin on their face. And you can see a bit of paper in their hand.
Look down at my hands.
You look down, you see this bit of paper. Your bit of paper says, my life lasts but a few hours. If the wind is strong, however, perhaps my life can be extended or even spared.
Yeah, this is getting weird. Say it out loud.
Those strong winds, it can be spared.
I'll read it again if you like. My life lasts but a few hours. If the wind is strong, however, perhaps my life can be extended or even spared. The one that you had in your hand, Zane, was only one can possess it, but two are bound by it.
All right, I'll pocket the paper for the moment, and I'll go over and I'll help Beatrice and Gregov with the mirror.
A shadow? Only one can possess it. Two are bound by it.
I share my shadow with people all the time.
Are you trying to move the mirror, Beatrice and Gregov?
Just test to see how heavy it is, if we can drag it across.
Okay, give us a strength check.
Oh boy, do you want to help me?
I'll help you. I'm not very strong. Just roll
I'm
with
stronger
it.
than you.
Oh, we've got my shadow boy.
It's okay to 7.
It's very heavy. Like you sort of get it angled forward and up to the point where it almost feels like it's going to fall on you before you prop it back up again.
It is impossible to move.
Okay. What else?
It's like that trunk, but heavier.
Three mirrors have given you messages. Three mirrors remain.
5 in the room.
6 mirrors in the room.
I will go stand in front of a mirror.
Gregov's just sort of barking up long thing, but he's looking in the mirror that told him to look in to see if he can see the desk or the table with the parchment that he's talking about.
If you look in
Actually-
that mirror, Gregov,
Yeah.
you see writing on that mirror that says, I'm not a hand, but I can reach out and strike you. I have 5 fingers, but I cannot touch anything until you allow me to. Jorgen, when you stand in front of a decent-sized mirror stuck on the wall, try and get rid of some of the dust so you can see. You see the reflection of yourself. Again, you're looking like you're not quite yourself. Like you're showing teeth when you're not actually showing teeth.
Do I look dapper?
You look smashing. A bit of paper is in there, your hand in the reflection. Looking at that paper, you see, when you need me the most, you must throw me away.
Can I see the table that the parchment on the table that Oliver just talked about?
Can you see it? No, you see
Yeah.
a cluttered table in the reflection.
Gregov's mind is just an overdrive, but it's like hamster wheel. Just like.
That's fair. You do have -1 intelligence. I imagine Beatrice would be very good at this, but Maddie is not very good at this. This
Beatrice,
is not my forte.
Beatrice, this mirror has words on it.
Yes. Oh, yes, the reading thing. I read you the riddle. He already did it. I don't know if we have to do it in a sequence or whether one person needs to go around and do them all, if that is relevant, or whether each mirror needs to be given its particular thing. If the mirror that wants someone's shadow, that was talking about a shadow or whatever. Because I just assume everyone is using think alouds to, work through problems to alleviate some of their cognitive load.
Yeah.
Is there one mirror left, Ian?
Yes. Hang on. There is 2 mirrors left.
Okay. Tobin will go and find one of the other mirrors and be like, someone get the other one.
I'll head over to the other one if nobody else does want to. Or Beatrice, do you want to get the other mirror?
I don't think I know enough about this situation and have too many superstitions about mirrors. I'm good.
I'll I'll head to the other mirror then.
Okay. You go to mirror number 5, and as you see yourself standing there, you see in a bit of paper appear in your other hand. Looking at that bit of paper, you see text which says, "I must eat to live, but I can never drink."
And that was my one.
No, your
No,
mirror.
that was Sly.
Hey,
That was
Think-
Sly's one.
Such like
the
riddles.
Sly's got 2 now.
Like
He's
5,
just picked up 2.
Yeah, that was
2.
Sly's second one. What's
Yep.
my second one?
Are you going to another mirror?
Yeah.
Okay. This mirror sitting against the wall, not as big as yours, like it's been taken from a wall and put down. It says, I am to flatten out the round and reveal the nature of the ground. Should you lose your way or words, it's likely that you lost me first.
All right. I think I know Nick's one.
What was his one?
Only one can possess it, but 2 are bound by it.
Yeah.
What do you think it is? Sly.
It's going to sound silly, but I think it has something to do with, you know, that old parable about the 2 guards guarding 2 doors. One lies and one only lies and one only tells the truth. But they're
What are
both
they
bound
possessing?
they're both bound by the truth, because one can only lie and one can only tell the truth. But the truth is the same thing that ties them together.
You better lie also ties them together. When the answer to my one was a glove, and then we found a glove.
Well, let's
How
look
did we
through this.
find the truth?
So Gregov starts looking through over the table of stuff and just starts looking for shadows. You know, it could be a shadow or
I'll investigate with you, chum.
We are super high intelligence party.
Tolbin, make me. Well,
Me rolling.
given you just read this, I think you remember it anyway. You recite to everyone that the first text that you saw when you came down says, "Bring me that which I seek, and you shall have the same."
Bring me that which I seek.
we got natural 20 for investigating of objects in room that look strange.
Well, I think we're gonna systematically go through kind of this house.
It's-
Is what I imagine. That way, like, we're listening to these guys chatter about the particular solutions. And go on, going, all right, well, let's see what we can uncover if there's
What if-
anything that looks like.
Are there a bunch of disparate objects? Like objects that together make absolutely 0 sense? Like gardening gloves and a packet of biscuits and car keys and like rather than the gardening gloves being in the gardening section.
Oh, you're asking me. Hang on.
Like, is this a mystery object type puzzle that there's 1,000 different objects in the room and only certain if you bring a thing?
So I'll answer that by answering Greykov's natural 20 for 23 investigation. There is shit everywhere. Imagine like the garage of someone who is a hoarder. Yeah, there is just random stuff everywhere.
Have we read the one that's on the table that isn't on the table?
There's no mirror on the table.
No.
In my mirror, I could see a box and parchment on the table.
Yeah, but can we move
I get it.
the unmovable mirror closer?
Can I bring the table closer?
Oh, that's a good idea.
If the mirror's unmovable, why don't we move the table a little closer?
But is it that table you're seeing?
We'll find out in a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to my mirror and ask 2 other people to move the table.
All right. Give us a strength check with advantage.
But
Yeah, I'll help.
Are the mirrors answers to the...
Sly's going to head upstairs because I figured out the second one.
Who wants to help move the table? I will take these very light objects off it.
The table is also immovable.
It's bolted to the floor. No.
Let's roll a regular strength check. He rolled a 7.
That was not with advantage, so there's someone else. There we go.
Natural 20.
Nice.
You do manage, like, taking an end each to slowly drag this table over. It's pretty heavy, and, you know, it feels like it weighs a ton. Yeah, the screeching this table makes on the ground is shrill. You get it over.
Does it make any difference in the mirror? Is it the table that's moving in the mirror?
The table's getting closer to the mirror. Yep.
Yeah.
Is
The
the
paper-
mirror in the reflection?
Is the parchment and the box getting closer?
It's getting closer, yes. Because
Hooray!
it's getting closer to the mirror, right? So it's looking like it's larger.
But the parchment on the table and the box, are they also getting closer?
Yes, they are.
Can I read
Is
the
it-
parchment now?
Having
in
a
the mirror?
close look, the parchment is folded up and face down.
So close. So
You
close.
should be able to read it.
Whilst I'm upstairs, I'll grab a piece of kindling and I'll stick it in the fire
Okay.
and wait for it to catch like decently. And then once it is, I'll head back downstairs to the second mirror that I was in front of
Yep.
and hold it up in front of.
Yep. Once you bring that kindling
Good answer.
down and stand in front of it, like as soon as you walk in front of it, you see behind you on this now shifted table a box with a folded up bit of paper underneath of it.
Maybe we need to solve more of them. Maybe the paper will unfold.
Or it will. Yeah.
Now that the second one is solved, does the paper look any different to me in my mirror?
No, it's exactly the same.
When
And
you
I'm
need me the
assuming
most, you throw me away.
toilet paper. No.
Think of like a javelin.
And Jorgen's one was the same as Dave's before.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then
Of
No,
My
no,
first
none of
one-
them are the same.
Let's get straight.
my first one was it lasts for hours. However, a strong wind can extend, or can be extended or spared. Right?
Like
My
an
life
ember.
lasts for hours. If the wind is strong, however, perhaps my life can be extended or even spared.
We have, in our real life,
Bless you.
a throw you away one. And we think it's like an anchor. It's ship related. You and Jared love the ships.
Just throw it when you need it.
That's true.
Make an investigation check.
See if you can find an anchor.
I did. I rolled a natural 20.
Oh, is that what? When?
Yeah,
Before the investigation
three-
skill check where I
Like
rolled
3
a nat
rolls ago, nat 20 from B.
23.
Was that for that thing to look for an anchor?
No, I was
No,
looking
it's-
around to find things that look wildly out of place in the context of an
Okay,
inn.
all right.
Thinking an
Well,
anchor.
I will.
Please do.
I will let that ride then. Now that you've kind of figured out, oh, I want to look for a specific thing. You find sort of tucked between two different shelves full of shit, like not a large anchor, not like a real anchor, but just like a small, this big kind of model anchor.
Is it something I can lift?
It's made of wood.
Oh, okay. I pick it up. I think I'll give it to someone who's already solved one and see if it progresses. There.
Tolman will come and grab it and walk over to that mirror that has where Jorgen is and be like, Jorgen, have a look at the mirror while you're holding this and see if it like the table behind you gets clear suddenly and there's a box.
And so it is. As soon as Tolman grabs hold of this anchor and looks in the mirror, the table and the box and a bit of paper appear behind you.
Okay, so now, Tobin, now that we've conducted that experiment, can you take the anchor back and look in the mirror and see if the box is different for yourself because you've already solved one bit of it?
Can you say that again? I'm struggling to hear you just a little there.
Oh, sorry. So, given you've already solved one of the riddles, my
Yeah.
question is, can you take the anchor back and look in the mirror and see if it progresses the image that you're seeing? So I'm thinking it might be cumulative.
Okay. So I'm holding the glove and the anchor now. Does the table look any different?
Just looks exactly the same as though you're holding just the glove.
Okay.
Which
Can I
one
investigate my mirror a bit further?
Yes? What are you looking for?
Just anything around it. Is there anything
Fire.
Make an
you
investigation check.
pick up or use?
Oh,
Pick
use
up
a
or
shadow.
use. Yep, sure.
Give me my where's the table casting shadow present.
I would like to go
Am I
next
doing
after
investigation?
Nick.
It's like one person can
Roll a
possess.
15.
But
Your particular mirror is mounted on a wall. It's a smallish frame, and like you can't even, doesn't even feel like you can even get your fingers behind it. It is just a solid like frame with a mirror in it, and there's no latches or little bits and pieces you can find throughout it.
Zane, have a look around the room for a ring. 2 people are bound by it, but only one wears it, right? It's a wedding
In
ring.
a reflection as well.
Yeah, so have a look around the room, see if you can find a wedding ring, because then if you find that, might be the item you're looking for.
I think I may know that my first one, it may have 2 different answers.
Okay. Well, let's see. Zane, you having a look around for something?
Yeah, I'll look around. Keep
Okay.
looking around.
Make an investigation check.
I'll
we can
help
use-
him now that I know what I think it is. I'll help him for
Okay.
advantage. He looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll give him my guidance if he needs it.
He's 19.
Okay. Looking around, picking up bits and things, you find on a shelf tucked away a small jewelry box. When you open it, there is a tarnished ring in it.
And a ring. Pick up the ring and hold it in front of the mirror.
Take it when you go back to stand in front of the mirror holding this ring. Behind you, you see the table with a box and a bit of paper under it.
Okay. We've got a glove, a ring, an anchor, and some file on some kindling. That's 4 of them so far. So
They
it's
all
still...
show the same thing. A box with parchment.
What
Are
is
there
the
any-
Did
Are there
you
any
say you got
kites?
your other one there, Sly?
I think
What's the
so.
one with ground?
My one, my one might be a candle.
Make an investigation check.
I'll guide myself because I'm
Wind
not very
carries
good at
it, doesn't it?
investigation. But the fucking, I can't find candles for
You
shit.
can't find candles for shit.
With a fire.
What did you
What,
say?
what is a candle? I don't know what a candle is.
You find a candelabra, but
Oh,
I pull out a candle from my inventory and hand it over.
All right, I'll go. Oh, I'll give it to someone else because I'm already in front of one of the mirrors with the kindling, and give it to someone else if they want to light the candle. And they can use the candle. I'll use my kindling to light the candle.
as you light that candle wick, behind you, Greykov, you see materialize this box with a bit of paper under it on a table.
All right, we're almost there, team. We're almost there.
Okay, well, almost left.
We're smart.
DM.
One more.
What was the riddle?
I've got the last one, but I think I wrote it down muddled. It says, I am to flatten out the round and reveal the flattened ground.
Reveal the nature of the ground.
Nature.
Should you lose your way or words, it's likely that you lost me first.
I know. I know this one. There's a map. Where's my map?
Is it? Is it a map?
Do you lose your way with words?
No,
It's
map.
likely that you lost me first.
As you hold up your map in front of that... Oh, hang on. Who's got the map? You're standing in front of a different mirror right now.
He's moved over.
No,
moved?
wait.
Close together.
Greykov, not Greykov. So sorry, Jorgen isn't holding anything yet.
Yeah.
Jorgen, take
Yogi
take
Borgi.
Don't crinkle it though.
You hold open the map, Jorgen, and lo and behold, behind you appears the table with a small box and a bit of paper on it.
So now
Yep,
everyone
that's-
is holding their thing in front of a mirror. Does it appear?
Well, it's on the reflections of the mirror, yes.
Motherfuck!
All right, I just want to reiterate this. The first thing I saw, it said, "Bring me that which I seek, and you shall have the
What if
same."
you put it on the table?
I need to clarify something. So, I'm just picturing about when you guys moved the table and stuff. So we've got the mirror that Tobin was looking at, and I think you guys moved this table right up against it, yeah?
Oh, just pretty close to it.
Just close to it. Well, you tell me, Tobin, if you'd be standing between the mirror and the table or not?
Yeah, because I wasn't moving it. I was standing at the mirror trying to like
Mhm.
touch. If nothing's happening, then I'm happy to move the table up to the mirror if that would be helpful.
Put it in the center and pull out items on the table.
Yeah. Let's
Give it a go.
give that
Do
a
we
go. Put the
move
table
all
back and
it first? Because the table's covered in heaps of stuff.
Just
Well,
shove.
push the shit off
Just
and then
push
put
it
the
all
stuff
up.
that we.
As long as, yeah, like you know what I mean, all the items line up with each mirror.
So you're putting the
Yes.
items on the table.
After we've cleared it off.
Looking in the mirror, you see just the items you put on the table. Just a straight up reflection.
And there's still nothing there.
All right. Items back up. Stand in front of the mirror. Everyone touch their item to the mirror.
Just
Okay.
wait, one thing. Big brain.
Is
Is bring what I
Ah,
and then you shall have the same, because you are holding the thing that it is looking for, so you will have the same.
yes.
But then what's the box and the
Box of the parchment.
I don't know, but it
What
seems
if you bring a box and a parchment?
I think I'd like to search for box and parchment.
I would have a parchment in my inventory, and if we just need a
12.
box, then
Looking around, Tobin, you don't find the same box and a bit of parchment that you see
Do we
on
need
the
to
table.
like wave a flag or something?
We're making
I
progress.
feel like
Like,
the initial riddle.
it's like, it's so close.
It's so close.
can we radio the puzzle master, please?
Or maybe we do push the table all the way up against the mirror then,
Okay,
and put all the things on the table.
I'll let the strength check ride, given you're basically all trying to push this table now. Now, with the table pushed against the mirror, I guess, and Tobin, you can't stand directly in front of that mirror anymore.
No, but I put all the things on the table.
All the things on the table, looking in reflection, you see a table cluttered with shit.
Guys, I'm very good at eating carrots and taking care of elk and doing this, and I make a flower appear in my hand. This stuff is beyond me. Right? You like with the intellect.
Can I just
Right.
like roll general intelligence check as like a?
I will give you guidance for this intelligence check because this is taking a lot longer than it should.
I regret casting detect magic.
Oh my god!
Double nat ones.
How's that possible?
Beatrice just like fucking tries to hit everything off the table in frustration.
DM, can we have the opening riddle again?
Bring me that which I seek, and you shall have the same.
Okay, so that either relates to the stuff that we were
When I
bringing for each riddle,
sorry.
or there's some other thing.
we keep,
And we
maybe
haven't
keep
yet
searching the
revealed.
room, maybe?
We haven't yet revealed what the thing
What-
is that he's seeking.
What's the status of all the items? Is it still on the table, or you're holding them again?
Oh, pick
Hold
all
them
up
again.
You're all holding them again in front of your mirrors,
Yeah.
with the mirror pressed up against the table. Right, Tobin, if you're now standing in front of the
Just
table
like-
and the mirror,
Yeah.
with everyone standing in front of their things, the object appears on the table in front of you.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So-
Grab it. Grab it. Let's be fucking done with it.
You pick it up.
All right. I pick up the paper and the box.
Okay. Yes.
Better be fucking
Unfold
good.
the paper.
Okay. You have a letter. You open it up. On that letter, it says, I knew you'd figure it out. I found your secret, Horus. I trust that by now you've realized the error of your ways and are setting things right. It's no good to cheat people from their hard-earned money through games of deceit. Nothing good comes of it. I hope now we can enjoy that bottle of old brandy and laugh about the trouble this got us in.
What's in the box?
I open the box.
You open the box and you see like a well-worn, like it's been used for ages, 6-sided die.
Is it loaded?
I roll that shit.
It's obviously loaded. It's so loaded.
Can I just do a quick a very high perception? If I'm looking at it, do I notice anything about it in particular that looks interesting?
You perceive
I
holding it.
Do I perceive it to be weighted weirdly?
Feeling it? No, it feels like a pretty natural dice cube you would normally feel.
I've still got detect magic up. Is it showing any magic signs off it?
Oh shit, yeah, it is glowing hot.
Okay, cool.
Would you like to
This,
make a identify?
I'd love if you could identify this thing.
My internal troll detector was like, you unfold the paper and it's like, never gonna give you.
Where's the music box?
Should have
So
been.
it mentioned a bottle of brandy.
Yep.
Anything in the room that looks like it fits?
Make an investigation check. As he's doing that, I'm sure it takes a few minutes, and if you cast that identify, you identify this to be a charlatan's die. Whenever you roll this 6-sided die, you can control which number it rolls.
Nice.
Interesting. That could be useful in probably one of the bigger towns where there'll probably be a couple of people we can fleece. If we drag the table around, do we all get charlatan's dice, or is it gone?
It's gone. Your reflections now show an empty table. Jorgen, with your 5, you find a whole lot of fuck all.
I don't find shit.
Detect a good time, bro.
Yeah.
Can we have that letter again?
The letter itself. I knew
Yeah.
you'd figure it out. I found your secret, Horus. I trust that by now you've realized the error of your ways and are setting things right. It's no good to cheat people from their hard-earned money through games of deceit. Nothing good comes of it. I hope now we can enjoy that bottle of brandy and laugh about the trouble this got us in.
What a narc.
Hold on. Did this guy set up his buddy, and then his buddy was just this guy was the owner to the inn, and then he went and killed himself because of his ruse got.
Make a history check, Beatrice.
Space guidance.
Wow.
Guidance.
+5.
Aww.
Aww. No, the name Aura sounds on the tip of your tongue. You're like, it feels like you've heard it before. You just can't place it.
Alright. You know what, guys? This has been a lot of fun, but I think we should go the fuck to bed.
Wait a sec. I reckon I'll roll the dice. If it's a 6, you go to bed. If it's a 1, you have to stay up first watch.
I give it over to
I'm happy to stay up. I'm fine to stay up.
I roll the dice and I make it a 6 so you can go to sleep. Hey, look at that.
Luck's in your favor.
I pick up the dice and kind of examine it a bit, and I look at Greykov. I go, Greykov, you're a bit of a dicey bloke, huh? Hey, dicey.
I like that one.
Look, nobody reckons that I would play any dice games with them, but you're the sort of bloke who might be found in places they play dice games. You reckon this would be something you're interested in?
Absolutely.
I do the you give something to somebody and you shake their hand and give it to them. I do those ones and put it in Greycop's hand. Like, make good with it. Use it whenever you can.
Give me a sleight of hand check.
Very sly.
I'm not very good at sleight of hand, but we'll have a look. Let's see how I go.
No, it was more just like,
11.
Yeah, it'll pass.
It'll pass.
Pretty
I'm
solid.
not trying to fool anyone.
Nah. Okay, with Greykov now possession of this die, you make your way back upstairs.
Thank you.
You see Pops sitting on the edge of a mattress, just whittling a bit of wood, waiting for your. Tali, meanwhile, is completely cooked. She's out.
Oh.
Did you find what you're looking for? Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yes, yeah.
Can we?
More
Can I go to sleep now instead of trying to watch your
Yeah.
asses?
Yeah. Who's taking first watch?
I'll take first watch. I don't have to sleep very long, and I'll practice my rolling. Hey, this isn't cursed or anything, is it? It's all.
No,
it's
I
all
didn't
good?
get. I didn't get any
Well,
sense.
As Sly gets into bed, oh, it's definitely cursed.
Okay.
What's another curse?
You all fall asleep eventually, getting your long rest.
Anyone who's up and doing watch will hear that Sly has nightmares.
Oh, really?
I'll probably take first watch. I don't really need to nap too much.
Okay. So hang on. Was
What sort
Greykov?
of
I think Greykov
nightmares,
taken first
Dan?
watch. Then you would have
Hey.
taken the second watch, Zane.
Oh, second then. Yeah, that's fine.
Greykov, yeah. And I'll get up for the last watch.
Okay. So Zane, you hear Sly tossing and turning through the night, rambling, mumbling, like she's being chased or tormented or just ridiculed.
No.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything. Just going to leave it. Know what it's like.
She eventually calms down before you wake her up for that watch. Morning comes. Da-da-da. Well,
Would you say
morning.
before, Mark? You were
What
gonna
was
say
that,
something
Dan?
before? Oh, was Mark going to say something before?
I was going to say that. What did you mutter anything specific? Or
You might hear the word Damon and Zevlor.
I've heard any of that.
Make a history check.
Quick question: is Pops a elf or a half elf?
No, Zane, you can't place those names. Give me a second. I'll see if I can figure out what the hell she is.
What the hell are you?
What are you?
My notes.
Am I? Has morning arrived? Is everyone up?
Morning. Well, morning. You wake up. Well, depends. Whoever's got the last watch, whether you try and wake up as like everyone else in town starts to come alive, or if you let it ride for a while and sleep through and actually get a full night's rest.
Sly was the last one up. She will definitely make sure everyone gets a full night's rest.
Then when you wake, it's fairly close to midday once you get everyone up. It's very hard to tell though. You can just tell because the town has been active for say the last 5 or 6 hours. I'm just trying to find out this Pop's question.
I've got a question for you, DM, when you've got a second to answer it.
Yeah, she's a half elf. Yes, Talbot.
What was the name of the person? The Hurrah? Aura?
Hoorah. Yeah.
Horus.
Oh,
What was the name of the person in the letter?
in the letter, Horus.
Horus. Okay. That's different to Cora's kid, who I was looking for and had the bracelet.
It is
Yeah.
I gave Cora a white scale.
different.
Different. Okay. Just it sounded similar. It's just I thought I'd just triple check.
By about midday, once everyone's kind of starting to wake up, the door swings wide open, and you see two guys. You see a human and a half-orc kind of just trudge through carrying a big lump of wood, big like, what's the term? Timber, right? Log, wood, bringing in. They sort of go, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing here?"
Hello. No, sorry, we arrived very late. We talked to Tilly, and she said this is probably the best place for us to camp for the night.
Tilly.
Squatters.
Say that again, sorry?
We're squatters.
You shouldn't be in here. You shouldn't be in here. This is the Groot's place. No one can.
Who's the Groots?
The Groot's was the innkeeper that used to run this place.
Yeah, so what are you doing here then?
We're dumping shit in here because we've got nowhere else to put it. We're not living in here.
Dogs don't go inside.
We're not living here either.
Outside.
What? Who are you people? Get out of here.
Sufficient.
We
No,
know
who's-
we're not supposed to
Calm down.
Who's Oris?
Horus? Fucking... fuck, I don't know. Isn't he the speaker of Tourmaline or something?
Ba ba ba.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
look,
yeah,
we need the
apologise.
space. We can't have
Yes.
mattresses and sleeping quarters in here. We need to put...
Oh, we assure you it was only temporary. We arrived very late in the evening. We met up with Tilly, and she said that the townspeaker usually hosts people, but we arrived very late and the townspeaker was already asleep. So she said
You really
suggested we stay here for the night.
Your town would be much more profitable if you actually had some kind of inn establishment. Maybe you guys could consider getting to work rather than running your mouths the whole time.
Maybe you should go and see Speaker Nimsy about that, because you see me and this guy right here, we chop trees. We're not innkeepers. Now move! And he tries
Not
to
for
get...
that. Surely won't be.
Is there any way we can get breakfast or potions or something as we leave?
You might find breakfast at the tavern. It's a bit late for breakfast, isn't it? And maybe the Happy Scrimshant has got a couple of things, but not much really is in there.
All right, well, we'll leave this dead person's place and go about our business.
All right. Do we want to go to the shop, or do we want to go see the speaker? Or do we want to head straight for the moose?
Moosey goosey.
What do we want with the speaker?
Maybe we can find out later.
Go speak to the speaker, or go look for a moose?
Let's go
Well-
moosey hunting.
I want to, yeah, like Greycop's keen for hunting. Was there something that we wanted from the speaker?
Only a
Yeah.
place to stay, but that will just mean we'd have to be back in town or organise with the speaker before we left town that we can stay back here if we need to during the night. Otherwise, we're camping out in the cold.
Or coming back here?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not coming back here. I don't care too much.
I mean, if we don't pay for it, I mean, we haven't. I don't have a lot of money left over. I mean, we didn't find any really cool stuff or stuff that could pay for anything whilst we're at the other speaker's place, right, Greykov?
Oh,
No.
not really.
Okay. All right, let's go moose hunting. Do we want to ask some locals about the moose before we head out, or are we just going to go tromping through the woods and try and find the moose?
You there, tree choppy person. Do you know the moose?
Ah, the moose. Is that why you're here? Try your luck against the dreaded moose.
Reddit?
I am the dread of all moose and animal kind.
You
mean,
don't
I
look
heard
it, my
it's-
friend. It's
I heard that it speaks, so we could probably reason with it and ask it to move on or something. I don't know exactly what our plan is with the moose, but
no one who's lived has heard it speak. Very few have come back from seeing it at all. This is now the terror of this whole village. You're here to test your luck against this moose. I mean, the speaker would be incredibly grateful if you're capable and able enough to get rid of this thing for us. Many have tried.
Is there a bounty on the moose?
I mean, the speaker likes to bake cookies. He'll probably give you a few of those. I mean, I don't know.
Solid gold cookies? Because
I don't know. You should speak to the speaker if you want to know the details about that.
Well, I guess we better be going then.
If we bring back the head of this thing, we'll call this tavern or this inn when it gets, re-established. We'll call it something to do with fisting.
Or Moosey. We could call it the Lucy Moosey or something.
Look,
Or the fist-
we will
Shall fist that
own
moose.
This
we
is-
will own the tavern. Our tavern now.
look, you can make your way up to the tavern for breakfast if you want. Go find the lucky liar. He just gives you a little smirk as he tells you about that place. Yeah, you'll find all kinds of friends in there. If you want to speak to the speaker, she's probably up in her house.
All right.
That was blunt. All right.
Out of game. I think we should go speak to the speaker to at least see about a possible bounty, because getting paid wouldn't be the worst thing.
Cool.
And then go get the moose.
All right.
Done. Let's go.
Who wants to speak to the speaker?
Is there anything else that we want other than just money for the head of the moose?
I mean, if we could re-establish the inn and have those passive income. I mean, I've played Skyrim, so.
That's what I meant by the not the tavern is ours, the inn is
Yeah.
ours.
Yeah,
Tavern is
I mean, we
separate.
take care of the inn, get it established and stuff, and then we own it. And any income they get set up and everything like that, any income, past salary and stuff like that, comes to us. That we can then call in from other towns to loan, sort of thing.
You know what? You can almost create a feature or an attraction out of the mirror things and have like a first one that solves the mirror puzzle gets a giant ass steak for free.
That'd be cool. And we could start off with the moose steaks. First person who can eat this 1 kilo of moose in 20 minutes gets a free pitcher of beer or something like that. But you get to pay in for it.
And it's just a
Get your
painting
name on
of
the
beer.
wall.
Paying attention too much.
I don't, what was that, DM?
I said it's just like a sketch of a picture of a beer.
No. It's like a pitcher of beer.
Exactly.
A pitcher.
A drawing
Yeah.
of beer, yeah.
Drawing.
Okay. So as you leave...
That's a terrible dad joke, and I appreciate it.
leaving the ramshackle and following the kind of rough directions that the two blokes gave you back down the street where you first entered Lonelywood, you catch a sense in the air about just as you turn the corner of like freshly baked biscuits. It's like this is a smell none of you have smelt for a long while in this area, and it draws you to this location here. And just a little sign on the mailbox that says Speaker Nimsy Huddle.
Beatrice, did you want to do the speaking, or did you
Only
wanna-
if you like people being offended.
I mean,
Sounds
you
good.
don't have to
I know.
start with slurs. I mean, you can always devolve into slurs if you get angry, but you don't have to.
Do we have a paladin who's charisma-based thing?
Not Christmas, but yeah.
What, what's your persuasion, Nick?
A +1.
Oh, same as mine then. Marvelous.
I'm a +4 for my persuasion.
Beatrice is the face.
Remember, wasn't this party like the low charisma party? Or did Sledge?
I have a +4 because I'm a trickster domain and I'm a tiefling.
Okay, great.
But intelligence isn't exactly our strong suit.
Yeah,
either.
my intelligence
Neither-
is not very high. I'm very charismatic, but I'm dumb. I'm a shimbo.
Neither is strength. Have we all
Why
just
are you
rolled
guys-
incredibly badly? Like,
No, we're just pretty flat. I think everyone's just pretty.
I mean,
That's-
maybe we do
Well, okay,
a
strength.
two-pronged attack because I can do the talky talk and the persuasion, but I can't do all of the. If I won't always understand if someone's trying to jip me straight away. I'll know after the fact because I'm very wise, but I won't know straight away.
I'm still gonna be like constantly look over my shoulder, see if I can ever see that woman again.
Cool. You can give me a perception check if you like, Zane.
I mean, Grakov. I grabbed Grakov. Yo, you're my second because nobody else has put their hand up.
20,
I will
flat
chat.
20.
I
Looking
mean,
around, you don't see anything.
not
like
the
you saw
best at it, but I can help you out. You know, getting the most from this opportunity, I guess.
You hear a woman whistling inside this house, just sort of muffled through the door and the windows.
I'll just say, yes, but Grakov, you look like a hunter. You look like you are capable. And you are capable. Not just look like it, you look like and are capable. Jorgen as well. I grab Jorgen. Come on.
I
You two big, tough men.
You guys having this
am
argument at the front
capable,
of the house.
I am strong. I am confident. I am capable. I am strong.
You don't have to say anything. You just look confident and imposing and stuff, and we can work out.
And don't forget to
deal.
smile.
Yeah, show me your best smile, both of you. Go, Jorgen, go. Terrifying. Grakov, go. You poo. All right.
Whilst that's happening, I'm gonna walk up to Tolbin and just tell him about the female I saw, and say,
Yeah.
I think I'm having the same sort of experience you had back in the
Yeah.
last town.
You think you had the same experience as me?
Well, I saw a woman that I really recognized. It just didn't make sense.
Yeah, right.
That you saw someone that no one else could see.
Tobin's hungry still. DM, did I see someone? I remember I went outside and I saw people on the street and I chased them down. Did I see anyone else?
You saw, you caught a glimpse of someone who you thought might have been your wife.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, that's right. Look, Zane, I can't trust my eyes sometimes. My wife died in a horrible fire, and I see her everywhere. I hear her voice on the wind, and I see her face in the beautiful birds and flowers in the garden. I hear her whistle when the birds are singing. For a second I thought I saw her run down the alley, but that's no different to anything else. I mean,
That's the exact same thing that happened to me.
what do you mean the exact same thing?
You know, my wife, she got burned in the fire house and all.
Yeah, we need to.
I saw a lady, and it looked like she walked down an alleyway. She looked recognizable, but I don't know, didn't see her face. Couldn't make out
Like,
who it
you've
was.
slapped your wife's ass a number of times, surely. Is it if it's her ass or not?
Can I do like
I
history?
defy any married man on this call to not know what his ass wife looks like. His wife's ass looks like.
It's true.
Ass check. Ass treat.
Roll for ass check.
Rolling for ass check.
Pretty good.
That's 19.
That's anywhere.
It's yeah.
Yep, that definitely. Yep. Now you think about it, definitely.
Excellent
Look,
ass check.
We need to.
Wait, if we're seeing our wives, what the hell does that mean?
It's weird. I mean, when we mentioned the other day, I've been a bit shocked that you mentioned your wife died in the fire as well. I think we need to sit down and maybe talk through some of the details, but it's not. I'm concerned now. If you've also seen your wife recently in a similar situation, and our wives both passed in a similar time frame to a similar problem, if there's one thing I've learned in the forest, there's no such thing as coincidence. If you see tracks of a moose walking along the water,
If I see it again, I'm definitely going to go after it. I don't know exactly what it is.
I think that's wise.
Hush for now.
Let's maybe when we bunk in for the night, we'll sit down and have a chat a little bit more and
Over some
try and dig
drinks.
out some details.
Sounds good.
I link arms with Jorgen and Greykov so they can't escape. And I walk into the bakery.
It's not a bakery, it's just a house. You can knock on
It
the door.
smells like a bakery.
It smells like a bakery. But if you knock on the door, you hear someone call out, 1 second! Before a moment later.
I'm going to talk, just so you're aware, Jez, I'm going to speak with this lady at length, so you have to maintain that voice. Okay.
Okay. And then the door opens and you look down, you see this small halfling-sized woman. And she says, "Oh, guests, come in out of the cold. It's always great to have new visitors. Come in."
And with great Greykov and Jorgen
What?
in tow.
What an interesting mix.
Oh, we kind of look a bit dangerous, don't we?
It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. My name is Nimsy Huddle. I'm the speaker of this here Lonely Wood. And who are you here?
We are one half of the Fist of Bremen. Perhaps you've heard of us.
No.
If not, I'm sure you will soon. We have come because we hear you have a moose problem.
Oh my goodness! Please come sit down. So Nimsy brings you in, sits you down, and then she quickly goes into the kitchen and brings out this tray of freshly baked halfling-shaped cookies. Tolman, this is particularly of interest to you, given you just how hungry you are, and no one's really had any breakfast yet. Her house, as you look around, was clearly built for humans, but most of the furniture is sized for halflings, with a few big chairs of visitors of taller stock. You hear giggling and laughing upstairs as 4 halfling children scamper from room to room and climb a ladder further up to the loft, chasing one another around with wooden swords, while a fire crackles in the hearth in Speaker Huddle's cluttered kitchen. I'm glad you're here, if that's what you're here for. Our loggers are indeed being terrorized by a white moose, and the beast has eluded the hunters we've sent to kill it. We depend on the forest for our survival. I would be very...
Audio, Jeremy's
Audio, yeah. It went very like you were underwater. I think it's because Beatrice cast Fireball and burnt the entire family to death.
Wouldn't be the first time.
She says, our loggers are being terrorized by that white moose. It's great that you're here for that reason. The beast so far has eluded the hunters we've sent to kill it. We depend on the forest for our survival, and I wouldn't be a very good town speaker if I let a dumb moose get the better of us. Can you help us?
What's the current bounty
All you
situation
adventurers
like?
always after coin, money. Look at these fantastic cookies that I've baked fresh for you.
Well,
I can give you a whole batch to take home should you deliver the head of the moose.
We understand that, town speaker, and we do appreciate it. However, coin doesn't make the world spin because it's flat. I think there are other things that could be accommodated to us or afforded to us if we were to help with this. I believe you have an inn in town that no longer operates.
Ooh.
That could potentially, you're missing out on potential commerce coming to and from the town.
You're speaking of the ramshackle. Yes, it's been left quite, I'm not going to say dead, but empty for a couple of years now since the groups...
Desolate is the word I would use.
Desolate. It'd be good to get that up and running again. Hey, what if you solve this little moose issue we have? Maybe instead of cookies or coin, you can work that in. We can give you that in.
Yeah, well, that is a much better deal. Those cookies do seem very nice.
Please have one.
I mean, not like we would be the collective of the Fist of Bremen Inc. Would be the owners of the inn, and it would be run by people who work in the town with a portion of any excess of earnings will be paid towards us as a group.
Oh, mine. That sounds like a business to me, and if it employs the people of my town and it gets us more tourism and visitors in, then I am absolutely all for that scenario. No one in this town seems to want to take that burden on their own, but here you are, 8 of you willing to take on this responsibility.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna take a cookie and then snap a piece off and be like, poison check to one of Beatrice's ducks.
You feed this biscuit to this duck, and boof, no. The duck does not. It just.
Oh my god, I knew it!
The duck nibbles away at it, no problem. Oh my goodness, you brought ducks? I've not seen a gaggle of ducks for years now.
Careful, they are attack ducks.
Attack ducks? Do you think we can take the attack ducks back outside?
No, definitely not. They don't go any.
Yeah, no, it's all right. They won't attack the children, and they can shit on command from what I'm aware. Is that right?
No. We don't want that to happen.
No, that they are much safer if they are in here with their owner.
Please take care of.
Oh, and see they explode.
I don't want any feathers or shit, feces around. Just spent the whole morning cleaning. But do we have an accord?
I mean, I'm sure we can work out a contract. Beatrice, would you be amenable to helping to set up a contract regarding the deed of the inn, ensuring that any excess monies are definitely paid to us and things, or we could secure loans if we're in other towns as we are adventurers and we go from town to town.
I'll need some ink.
I mean, you got ink last night.
Different ink.
Oh, yes, of course.
I'm sure we can arrange that. She runs off for a moment and comes back with a couple of bits of paper and a bottle of ink.
Speaking of, in that inn where there was, like, in the basement where there was all of that paper and shit. Absolutely. I'm going to go back and fill for that paper. Paper's fucking expensive.
Paper is fucking expensive.
Just a quick word of what would have happened in that scenario. As you brought that item back in front of each mirror, that bit of paper in your hand would have just not been there anymore.
Did you say that it was covered in a pile of crap?
There was crap everywhere. You can go and look for paper there if you want.
Through that crap for things that might be useful for my adventure.
Gotcha. I thought you meant just the stuff that was in hand. So, when will you go and solve it? Because this is really a problem for our whole livelihood up here right now. I mean, half the town is supposedly logging, and they're just not able to.
We're happy to head out right now. Sorry, Grakov.
Oh, I had a question about, we ran into one of your wood choppy people, and he said something about the people had tried to hunt this thing before, but they had bad times.
Yes,
horribly.
We've sent hunters out, but none of them have... Well, very few of them returned. And those that did said only by the skin of their teeth. Almost literally. That's the thing.
Maybe you weren't hiring very good quality hunters. It's
Oh,
just on baked good terms.
Well, perhaps that is... Maybe you're right, I suppose, but you're here now, yes? We can put this issue to rest.
We are, yes. Why don't we take the paper with us as we're traveling? Beatrice will write up the contract, and when we return, we will go over it a bit more then, just to ensure that we have enough time to come up with all the legalese, all the nitty-gritty stuff in our downtime, because we don't have to sit here out of character on stream for the next 30 minutes.
Negotiating.
I
We
do
would
not have
definitely
fucking-
skip all that.
One thing, it would be like the job would already be done, and then they could just say no, fuck off, and then you've got nothing. So you want to do the contract beforehand, but
Well,
Look, I've got nothing to hide.
how-
Look, my priority here is getting the trade back underway, and she quickly scrawls down some notes on this bit of paper that says, on return of the head of the terrorizing moose and proof that it is dead, the deed to the ramshackle inn shall be bequeathed to the fists of Bremen.
good for one in.
Yeah, I'm cool with that. That's exactly what I was just thinking. If we all want to sign that, if everyone in the party is okay with this,
Yep.
Yeah, mate. Let's sign up.
right? I will sign it with a flourish.
Oh, fancy. Well, I assume you know where the wood is, and please,
Oh wait,
take a cookie.
I will definitely pick up the plate of cookies and I will put it in my pack. Thank you.
How about some of those for all my kids? I'll make a fresh batch.
Yeah.
No,
Kids,
it's fine. It's fine. I take them out of my pack and I put some cookies back.
much obliged. Much
Sorry,
obliged.
I thought that were for like guests. I didn't know they were for the kids.
Well, they could have been. It's okay. Mistakes happen. So I'll be around when you return.
Wait.
Before we go, last sighting.
Last sighting
Direction.
northeast of the town, and beyond the old shrine to Maleki.
Thank
Maleki?
you.
Maleki.
For proof, what do you want? Do you want the antlers, the hooves, the head, the peen? What are you after?
She looks back at you, Sly. She says, "Bring me the head." That came out wrong. Any kind of evidence that the creature is finished deceased.
After that, Jesus fucking Christ.
No, that's just me being stupid.
Okay. Was not.
Or was it?
That. It's right. I only rolled a 10 on my inside check, so I don't know.
Anything which suggests the creature can no longer stand and function and just fill our loggers would be more than enough.
I reckon antlers and pelt. Yeah, it's a white moose, right? There's not many of those.
Yeah. Big white moose, last I heard. All this blood on its face. It's mooses. They don't normally eat people.
So the plural of moose is moosai.
Moosai?
Mises.
Meesai?
Mises is the plural of mice.
Isn't that mices?
No, it's I hate these mices to pieces. It's It's
whatever. You bring me the pieces of the mises and we're good.
all
I
right.
think
Well,
it's time to leave.
I take the contract and I put it in Beatrice's bag because that's probably what's going to be safest.
All right. Heading out of her house, following the shoreline of the Mare de Walden, till you see like a road that goes inwards to the forest. Following that for a couple of 100 meters, you come to a smaller shrine some ways into that forest, which has been
Nice one, yeah.
decimated
So your audio
Stone
crap again.
testing. Yes. You
Yes,
see
we-
a smaller shrine some ways into that forest that has been decimated. See stone and debris lay scattered and untouched. It looks like it's been there for some time. Snow gathers around it. A half-buried sign reads, "Don't touch Jack." Before the statue, near the shrine, kneels a single person. He's frozen, rock solid.
Is there like a comma there? Like, don't touch, comma, Jack, like sign Jack, or just don't
Wait.
touch Jack?
Just
Isn't-
don't touch Jack.
Isn't Tilly's brother? What was his name again?
Is it a halfling?
It is just the
No,
kneeling
sorry.
figure of a gnome.
No.
Is he wearing a top hat?
He's got. You see a top hat frozen next to him in his hand.
Oh,
Oh, I think
I think it could be Tilly's
I'm-
brother. Jinx.
I was gonna say it's
I think
Tilly's
it could be a
brother's.
free top
I'm
hat.
gonna touch it. I
Just
mean,
touch it.
the top hat will be nice, and I can hide my horns underneath the top hat. I'm just saying. Right, I'm gonna touch it. Okay.
It's like the whole thing. That all of this person and everything they're touching looks like it's made of ice.
I mean, I'm gonna touch it if nobody else wants to, because does anyone have mage hands? Does anyone have mage hand before I fucking touch it? Is there a way
What
that I
about
can not touch it?
Do you
Or-
touch
What
it?
about a
Oh,
stick?
get my unseen servant.
Is it transparent?
Not completely. It's not like ice you'd get out of the freezer. I think of it like
I mean,
the ice you see in the Frozen movie.
why don't we all hide and send out the unseen servant, and then the unseen servant touches the jack?
But you
I
mean,
sorry,
like,
I forgot to mention one detail. Right, this statue that this person is kneeling in front of, it goes up to about knee height. The rest of it is just being smashed into pieces, and in its place you see this iced sculptured, like, humanoid owl.
Right. Well, you know what that needs? A bonfire. No,
as I just imagine that everyone's just like looking and talking to each other, and Bitch is like, "Yeah, no, bonfire." And we're like, "What?" Turn.
Do not touch.
Can you put the bonfire spell in the chat?
Yeah. I'm just gonna
Did
put
it
like.
say do not
melt
find
it.
fire?
Yes, hold on, give me a second.
You're going to anger.
Oh, you
me.
did it.
Put it in. Create bonfires in the chat for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Whereabouts do you place this? On the statue? On the kneeling person?
I'm not gonna place it on the kneeling jack. I'm not a psycho.
Well,
Full time.
I'm not a full-time psycho, just part-time. No, I'm just gonna put it like it says on the ground, so I'm gonna put it like as far away from Jack, but as close to maybe like under the butt of this like ice statue, maybe like set his pants on fire. I don't know.
Wait, the one he's standing in front of.
Yeah, behind.
What? Why can I smell burnt asshole?
as this fire kind of takes light, catches and starts to get higher behind this statue, slowly it starts to drip and melt and drip.
This is the woods need. Less Frostmaiden effigies.
I'll mimic the create bonfire of my own create bonfire and do the same thing next to bees. So it's getting double bonfire.
Okay. If you
Double drip.
Wanted
Have you
to-
ever heard of magical ice like locking people away? Like he's not dead. Is that a thing?
Like he's turned to stone.
Like he's turned to stone. It's just bonfire might be good.
Eventually, after you stand there for about 15-20 minutes with these couple of fires near it, this statue eventually melts down to nothing.
Can I,
What
while that's
are
happening,
Pops and
gather the-
Tarly doing? Oh, sorry.
sorry, I was just going to say, while that's happening, I was going to gather the pieces of the statue that have been broken
Mhm.
and just sort of bring them to a central point, sort of at its base.
Yep, okay, you collect enough pizzas that you think belong to the statue of Meleki. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
DM.
Yeah.
While that's happening, I'm going to cast Detect Magic
Uh-huh.
and just walk around the site a little bit, see if anything sparks up.
The Jack sparks up. There is a nice
Jack sparks.
glowing thing around Jack.
Like all around Jack. Oh, sorry, that's not my thing.
All around Jack. Just Jack and his hat.
Jack needs help.
What
Hey,
if Tarly and
guys,
Pops
Jack is off the scale for magic. I think that might be the actual Jack, not a statue. Like we should fix him.
Tali is looking around with much interest. She's looking at you guys melting the statue. She's sort of having a good look at Jack. And she's just keeping quiet and very observing things. Pops, meanwhile, is kind of just leaning against the wall and keeping an eye out side to side for anything else going on nearby.
All right. Should we fan out a little bit and try and hide a little bit, and then Beatrice, if she can send out her unseen servant and touch him? I mean, I don't know exactly what magic I'm going to need, and I don't know if I've studied enough to assist him yet. But I mean, I don't want to go up to him and touch him and then shit hit the absolute fan, and then I'm out of the equation. But
Well, I'm gonna. What about this? Why don't you go up and touch him, and I'll get hold person ready, and the moment he moves, I'll hold person him.
I don't think it's going to be him, is my thinking. I think there's going to be a reaction when he is touched, because it says don't touch Jack.
Was the bonfire having any effect on Jack?
No.
Is he thawing out?
Is he icy or stony?
He's
Can I investigate him if I need to? Or?
yes, you can have a look and then I'll try and explain it.
He's like, the way I'm thinking is like Mr. Freeze in Batman and Robin. When he freezes people, they're frozen, but they're not dead.
So he's remember Frozen, the movie, the first one at the very end when Anna turns to ice, right? Imagine that kind of thing.
I used to know a lot about Frozen, but then I decided to let it go. So.
Excellent that joke.
Is he going to turn into a walker from Game of Thrones? Frozen
Yes.
ice zombie.
This is the gamble you all take.
Is there anything else around him? Do I see? Is he holding a weapon at all? Like that 19 investigation. What do I actually see about him? Is he praying? Is he got a screwed up face? Like what do I see about him specifically?
You see him like he's holding his hat. He's got his head bowed in reverence.
Okay.
Do we recognize...
With that 19, Tobin, and having a real close look, it looks like he's gritting his teeth.
Gritting his teeth.
Do we recognize any part of the statue that was demolished? Like, now that it's been piled up into pieces, is it a potential reference to a god or some other deity? Or...
So it was like Milky or something?
Maleki. Yeah.
Maleki.
It's like a forest god.
Druid.
Okay.
Goddess of the forests.
Yeah.
Can I make an Arcana check or a history check? What would I know about as a druid who's connected to the Lyquid nature? What would I know about Maleki that I could tell the group maybe?
Make a history check.
Could I get in on that as well? Because I think it seems if
Guidance.
Greg knows about any gods, it'll be kind of one about nature and kind of that kind of thing.
Yeah,
So,
sure.
Do you think
kind of
you're
like-
like proficient with nature stuff, Gregov?
No. Sure. Oh, not nature.
No, okay. I'll make the roll then. Oh, not much better.
I gave you guidance as well. What would it be a religion check if it's a god?
Yes, that would
How
help.
about Beatrice rolls a history check? Because Beatrice is an intellectual.
Or a
Love
religion.
the intellect.
You can make a history or
We
religion
all
check.
sit down to eat a carrot and see if we know anything about this particular thing.
Beatrice gets a 17.
Guidance. Everyone is
Beatrice
roll.
gets
You have gas.
If we stick the top hat on his
20.
hat and stick a
No,
carrot
that's
in his
20.
mouth,
The carrot has worked and Beatrice gets a dirty 20.
You can piece together from the plaque on the bottom of the statue. If you have a close enough look, it just makes out to say Maleki protect this forest, but it looks like it's got massive claw marks struck through it.
Can we fix that?
I could try and keep it together.
Jorgen, did you say you picked up the hat to put it on someone?
no, I was making a Frosted the Snowman reference.
My
You seem a little bit too eager. To
I just want to make sure I don't miss what anyone wants to do.
so
You're like, you touched it.
my thinking is this is very much a trap. It's either going to draw out the moose, Maleki, or even potentially Oral, the Frostmaiden. Why don't you guys go and hide? I will touch the thing.
Can unseen servant touch it?
You're gonna touch the butt. Yes, it could technically. But
I mean, if you want the unseen servant to touch the butt, 100%. I mean, I very much prefer that, but if
Roll
not,
for
I'm
butt.
willing to touch the butt. After the resolution for Beatrice roll comes through.
what do you mean
Not-
the what?
The Mendine or potentially trying to heal the Maleki plot.
Oh no, I don't have anything that will do that right now.
Same. But if you all want to go hide, or we can all hide, and then we can send the unseen servant in and touch the butt.
Okay. Is that what's happening?
Sounds like it.
Okay. You all kind of exit the perimeter of this shrine. You kind of drag Pops along. She's like, ugh, what are you guys even doing?
Do you want a group stealth check?
Sure, if you want to try and stealth away and hide.
Little hidey. Hidey.
I will guide myself.
Hidey, hidey, hidey.
I got a 6.
Woo!
Got me a 10.
Cool. You all kind of try to make yourselves as hidden as possible just in the perimeter, outside perimeter of the shrine. The unseen servant materializes. I think only you can see this thing, right? Is that
Yeah.
right?
Is it or is it invisible?
It's
Unseen.
something.
Creates an invisible, mindless, shapeless thing.
Invisible.
This force heads towards this Jack. You see it reach out, Beatrice, and just try and touch Jack.
Yeah.
And immediately you kind of feel its pain as it just disappears.
Yeah, don't touch Jack, he'll explode into nothingness.
We'll do what the sign says.
What happens if we throw the moose into Jack?
Uh,
Oh,
Don't
wait,
Jack
that's
Alright,
it.
proof.
you know what? So there's just the sign, and there's nothing else around, and there's Jack, right?
Yes. And this smashed up
Alright,
shrine.
I'm gonna-
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna walk up. Is there anything on the ground, or anything like any moose tracks, or anything, or I mean, I don't want to touch Jack and then activate a big old thing. I mean, if everyone wants to stay still, and then I can touch the thing, but I'm not 100% certain that that's going to do anything, and I don't want Sly to be a new character next session. So,
Yeah, you touched the thing.
You can give me a survival check if you're looking for tracks.
So you're looking for traps?
Tracks. As in
Tracks.
loose tracks.
Need a hand.
it's a 19 plus 4. That is 28.
We're not doing check.
Okay. It's a 20 what? 28. Bloody hell, that's a high roll.
28 because I cast guidance on myself as well.
You do find a set of tracks that looks like they could be that of a moose. Can't tell exactly how
fresh?
old
Are
they
they-
are. They're not exactly fresh as in the last 10 minutes or anything like that. Or probably sometime within the last 24 hours.
I mean, do you want me to turn into a big ass wolf and touch it? I'll have like 60 health points and I'll feel very healthy if I touch it.
We don't know. I mean, we can just follow the tracks and hunt the moose. We don't have to bring it here. I mean, we found out what happened to Jack.
Yeah, true.
But, I mean, we could hunt
Oh,
the
I
thing
mean-
and try and find it.
None of us can dispel magic or anything, can we?
I'm just looking that up.
Or dispel curse or anything?
Who gets to like?
Not till later
Good.
levels.
Jeez, that's about it.
I've got Dispel Wizard.
Dispel lizard?
Yeah.
Pull an axe.
That's the name of his axe.
Oh, by the way, are you using your normal axe at the moment, or are you using that new one?
I have the new one.
Yeah, it should be on your sheet.
Yeah.
In
I have it.
Listen,
Wielded it,
we
yeah.
could hit. We can all have procrastination, stagnation, and
Or we could go fuck
or
up a
we can
moose.
just go fuck up a moose. I've got the tracks here. We can go follow them.
Yeah,
Greykov, can you follow the tracks?
Getting in.
Just throwing it out there, I'm keen to follow the tracks. At the same time, when we get to somewhere, I can shapeshift into a moose and call out to it, or
Oh,
shape
moose mating calls.
How do you
wait,
call
wait.
out to a moose?
respond to eat or kill. Right, I
Would
could
you
be like
be-
a sort of injured animal that a moose would want to chump out and kill, and then you guys can pounce it.
Would you be a female moose doing a mating call, or?
Depends if it's a male or female moose we're looking for.
I mean, I haven't seen its dongles, so I'm not sure.
There's just in the LGBTQ, there's no M for moose in there, so I don't know what its sexual preferences are. So I don't want to assume anything, right?
I think you just stand there and go,
Might
moose.
Sly's brain is just broken, just imagining, like, how would, like, 2 female mooses...
Fucking hell.
Pops is like, why the
Then
fuck
we
are we
have
still
fan
hiding?
fiction volume 2.
I got an idea.
Tolkien's having fond memories of seeing lesbian mooses scissoring. He spent a lot of time in
I guess
Jesus!
it's a lot of
Attractive wild.
And that's why we're over 18.
And that's a clip, folks.
Oh,
All right, what's the plan? Are we
let's go
following
with
tracks? Are we doing more with Jack or what?
Yeah, let's follow tracks. I reckon. Team. We'll come back to Jack. Let's go follow these tracks while the day is young.
Okay.
yeah, I'll point out the tracks and I'll keep an eye out behind us.
Alright.
And as everyone leaves, I'm just going to look at the hat. And I'm going to grab the hat.
Okay.
As everyone's leaving, though.
Okay, everyone's kind of moved on. You can give me a con save, please.
I hold that hat.
So where did this moose go? There we go.
You, as you reach out and touch the hat
16.
with your 16, you feel you can't remove your hand from it. You feel the cold start to.
Hey, that didn't give me a +2, which was an 18.
You what?
It didn't give me my +2 to my con saves, so that would be an 18.
18. 18. You reach out for the hat, and just as you start to feel cold start to emanate up your arm, you recoil and manage to let go.
And then I'll follow up with everyone else.
Okay. All right. Whoever rolled me that 28 for a survival, give me a d6 roll, please.
Roll the d6 and choose what you want.
That was also me. A d6. Okay. 1.
Right. You follow the tracks for about half an hour, and eventually you see a moose. It's just grazing, looking around snuffling around for any kind of foliage you can find.
These regular moose.
That's not a regular moose. It's got big, sharp, pointy teeth.
Yeah.
It looks like, with your experience, Greycop, it looks like a regular moose.
Don't be fooled.
Has anyone thought that the reason that there is a moose that is white and talking and stuff, it might be the voice of Maleki, and we're gonna have to kill God Avatar doing all of this stuff?
Then? Like,
Or we could talk and reason with it.
With
yeah,
Try and get.
as you kind of stand there in front of this moose as it grazes around and then looks at you,
Get
goes
in,
back.
like we say it, we wouldn't like approach it and then stop and start talking, because moose can be very aggressive if they want to be.
Can I ask a question? Did we get an idea if the timings of the whole Jack getting frozen thing at the top of the shrine and them becoming a problem were kind of, did that happen at the same time?
Make an intelligence check.
jeez.
Intelligence, eh? Maestro.
Guidance.
Hey, guidance. I'll take that. Hey,
13.
13.
No, this moose is a more recent thing from what Tali's been telling you, from what she's heard. Whereas when you spoke to Tilly, she said that Jack's been missing, like frozen up here for quite a while. But with you guys standing in front of this ordinary moose, we'll draw this session to a close as we pick up next week as the hunt continues.
Awesome.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, folks. Don't forget, you can always subscribe or follow along, and that'd be great. I'm trying to get back on top of publishing these into podcasts, but I've got a bit of a backlog. Still got a couple to catch up on. We'll get there.
We'll get there. And I can't believe we made it. If you liked what we're doing, don't forget to follow and sub. And if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to like this video and sub so we can continue to produce content. Also, all subs get a vial of my bathwater that's usually only archived for my only dance.
I'd like to sign up for that reverse only dance where I pay money and you stop sending me the bill.
That is also an option.
Oh my god. So good. Alright, don't forget, folks, or Tolbin and Jorgen, you guys still have a handy card up your sleeve as well.
I do. I got to attack something first. My card's an attack card, so.
Mm-hmm. Alright, folks, well, we'll finish it up there. We'll be back here next week with the chase. Alright, bye.
Hey guys, bye.
Bye-bye.